Hello my dear PUC 1 students, welcome to Deeksha Karnataka YouTube channel. Now your final exam is here and you are wondering what to study, from where to study. So this is why I have decided, okay, let us bring the all fixed question for physics. So if you study all these questions, you will be definitely scoring 70 out of 70. Out of all these questions that I am going to show you today, I have given the answers for them in our 2-3 markers and 5 markers derivation. Also we have done all 1 marker video where we have discussed all the important MCQs and fill in the blanks. Along with in the 5 marker section we have given you the important numerical questions as well. Also your model paper is also going to be coming very soon, so don't miss out on that. There also some important questions are discussed. So today I am just going to give you the question list of all the chapters, and if some questions are important, that also I will mark here. And this will not be a very long video, so don't go anywhere. Also if you are studying, suppose you are studying the chapter units and measurement, if you have completed all these questions, you can download the PDF and check them. Okay, these questions are completed from my end. So if you complete at least 10 chapters from 14 chapters, then definitely you are very good to go for 70 out of 70. Now let me start. Give any two limitations of dimensional method. State the principle of homogeneity of dimensions. Write any 2 or 3 rules of writing significant figures. This is one of the most important and expected question. Check the dimensional correctness of the equation. So I have given one equation, it can be any other equation. So this is one equation that is given, that is according to me is important, that's why I have given it. Also I have discussed it, as I mentioned, in my 2-3 marker video. Derive the expression for period of a simple pendulum which depends on its length and acceleration due to gravity using dimensional analysis. This question can be asked as a 3 marker or a 5 marker. Okay, if this question is being asked as a 5 marker, there will be one more portion to it. Okay, I have discussed this question in my 2-3 marker question section. Next, motion in motion in a straight line, also called motion in one dimension. Differences between instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. Position time graph for negative acceleration, positive acceleration, constant speed. Derive the expression v is equal to u plus at using velocity time graph. Applications of velocity time graph, all of these are very important. One of this derivation is going to come in your most of your annual exam. So x equals to vt plus half at square, and v square is equal to v naught square plus 2x. One of these derivation using velocity time graph is very important. Now let's continue with the next chapter, motion in a plane. Another very important chapter. You can expect a numerical question also from this chapter. Resultant of two concurrent vectors, time taken to reach maximum height by a projectile, range of a projectile, maximum height of a projectile, triangle law of vector addition. Okay, time can also be asked, time, maximum time, but time is easy. Show the trajectory of a projectile is a parabola. This is one of the very most important question. Find the maximum height and maximum range of a projectile. These questions are also discussed in my 2 videos that I am mentioning multiple times. Now if you want to download the PDF of this lecture and all the 2, 3, 5 marker questions and all 1 marker questions, and definitely you have to join the WhatsApp channel. The link will be shared in our WhatsApp channel. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to pay anything, you just need to join the WhatsApp channel. The link will be shared there, and from there you can go to the drive link and download all the PDFs at one place. Okay, so you don't need to worry too much. You don't have to pay anything to join WhatsApp channel. Just join the WhatsApp channel so that you don't miss out on any updates and all the important information regarding your PU1 as well as in future PU2. Let's continue. Laws of motion, advantages of friction, methods to reduce friction, very important. Both of them are very important. Second law of motion can be asked, impulsive force and its example, banking angle of roads, force equals to ma derivation. So this one I have done in model paper 1. It will be available very soon. State the law of conservation of momentum. Prove the laws of conservation of linear momentum using Newton's laws of motion. This is also very important question. Now out of these 2 chapters, out of of the top 3 chapters that I have mentioned, motion in a straight line, motion in a plane, laws of motion, you are going to expect at least 1 derivation and 1 numerical. Maybe if you are lucky, you can get 1 numerical, 2 derivation, or 2 numerical, 1 derivation. So these 3 chapters are very, very important. You should not skip any of these 3 chapters. Next, work, energy, power, easy chapter, so you should not skip this chapter as well. Properties of elastic and inelastic collision, work energy theorem, the statement, no work force, examples of no work force, x is 0 or cos theta is 0, so either of them might come. Derive work energy theorem for variable force, illustrate the conservation of mechanical energy in case of a body dropped from a height h. So all these questions are discussed in one of my videos, so you can check all the videos, and you will get it will not be very long. Just before your exam, if you take 5-6 hours of time and watch all the videos one by one, then all of your preparation will be done. Next, rotational motion. Give an example of a body whose center of mass lies inside the body, outside the body. Define moment of a force. Write the expression for it. Obtain the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity of rotating body. Give the general conditions of equilibrium of a rigid body. Define torque and angular momentum. Derive the relationship between the torque and angular momentum. This is an important question, but this chapter is slightly tricky for most of the students. So if you have not studied this chapter, you can skip this chapter. System of particles and rotational motion. Okay, this is slightly tricky chapter. So if you have not studied this chapter before, you can skip it. If you are confident with this chapter, with the concept of this chapter, then definitely you should not skip. But otherwise, if you are starting now, if you have not studied this chapter, then you can skip this chapter. Next, gravitation. Why moon has no atmosphere. State and explain Newton's law of gravitation. 3 Kepler's law of planetary motion. Derive the relationship between g and g. Express the time period of satellite. Derive the expression for escape speed from the surface of the earth. Derive the expression for the acceleration due to gravity at a point above the surface of the earth and at a depth below the surface of the earth. Now this is a big chapter. Concepts are easy, but if you have not studied this chapter, again you can skip this chapter. For 2-3 marker questions you can study, 5 marker you can skip if you have not studied this chapter. But this is an important chapter. You should, in my opinion, you should not skip this chapter. You should at least go through this chapter at least once. Next is properties of solids. From this chapter we are not expecting any 5 marker questions. We are only expecting 2-3 marker questions. Define stress and strain. Define Young's modulus, rigidity modulus, bulk modulus. Define Poisson ratio. Give limit for it. State and explain Hooke's law. Derive the expression for elastic potential energy at a stretched wire. So these are all the 2-3 marker question. Properties of liquid. State and explain Pascal's law. Mention any 2 factors on which the pressure inside the fluid depends. Derive the expression for gauge pressure inside the static fluid. Derive the equation of continuity. What is the significance of the equation? Write any 2 application of Bernoulli's principle. Okay, these again from this chapter we are not expecting any 5 marker question. So 2-3 marker questions are mostly important. Next, thermal properties. Write any 2 differences between heat and temperature. What is meant by anomalous expansion of water? Derive alpha v is equal to 1 by T for an ideal gas, but symbols have their usual meaning. So this is the thermal coefficient of volume. Mention any 3 properties of thermal radiation. State and explain Wien's displacement law. So these are the important questions from this chapter. Again, no 5 marker question is going to come from this chapter. Thermodynamics, very important and very tricky chapter. State and explain 0th law of thermodynamics. From there you also may be asked to find the concept of temperature. Write the 3 differences between thermal and adiabatic processes. What is Carnot engine? Name the work substance used in it. State and explain first law of thermodynamics. Efficiency of a Carnot engine based numerical questions might come. Now out of this is a very, very important question. Using first law of thermodynamics, arrive at the relation Cp minus Cv. This is very important. Derive an expression for work done by an isothermal process. Isothermal is very, very important. Adiabatic you can skip. Okay, explain the different stages of a Carnot cycle using a PV diagram. So this is a descriptive based question, might come, may not come. Okay, but Cp minus Cv is very, very important. Next, Kinetic theory, find the value of ratio of specific heats for rigid diatomic gas molecules. State any three postulates of kinetic theory. State and explain laws of equipartition of energy of gas. Now, out of all these questions, this question is my recommendation, and otherwise you can skip the chapter. This is again tricky chapter. Mean free path. If the derivation of mean free path comes, then that will be very, very tricky. Generally does not come. It did not came in the past. Maybe if it is coming to your exam, you have to skip it. Okay. Anyway, this chapter you can skip. Next is oscillation. Give the position at which the potential energy of a particle executing SHM will be maximum or zero. Now I am giving you potential energy. It can be asked kinetic energy as well. Mention the expression for period of oscillation of mass on a spring or simple pendulum. Both are very, very important. Derive the expression for kinetic energy and potential energy and total energy of harmonic oscillator. Arrive at the expression of the time period of a simple pendulum. These two are also important. Both of them are important. Next, waves. Distinguish between longitudinal and transverse waves. Very important question. Next, mention the relations between wave frequency, wavelength and wave velocity. Write Newton's formula for speed of sound. Very, very important question. Explain why and how Laplace modified the Newton's formula. What is a closed pipe? Show that the overtones in a closed pipe are odd harmonics, and these closed pipe and open pipe, either of them might come, but they are tricky. If you have done this, you should prepare both of them. If you have not practiced them, you can skip these two, but they are important in my opinion as well. Okay, so these are all the chapters and all their important questions. If you have any doubts, any other questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. I have done most of these questions are covered, as I mentioned, in my two videos, 2 3 markers and 5 markers. So 2 3 markers and 5 markers, both videos are available. First PUC 2 3 marker physics, first PUC 5 marker physics. You search in our channel and you will get those questions, and along with that model paper is also going to come very, very soon. So do wait for that, and if you still have any other questions, any other doubts, mention that in the comment. I'll be back with a new video, and also I request you, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Subscriptions are very, very important for our channel's growth, and also that motivates us to make more and more videos for all of you, right? I'll be back very soon. Till then, bye.